Hi, my name is Sandra, and I have a developmental disability, so I was put in a social institution, which is a place without a lot of privacy because the teachers were the only ones with keys to our rooms. It was during the weekend when we were allowed to watch television longer. The TV was in the dining room. I sat on the sofa. There were already many comrades in the dining room. He sat close to me, and suddenly during the film, he put his hand on my leg. At first, I didn't react. I felt strange, but I thought, so what? He tried again to put his hand on my leg. I took his hand away and held it very tight so he wouldn't be able to move it anymore. After the film, he went with me to my room and said I shouldn't tell anyone. I told him I wouldn't.
Studies regarding sexual abuse amongst individuals with developmental disabilities are scarce, but of the few that have been conducted, they all have similar alarming results that have been arguably ignored for the past 20 years. The truth of the matter is, people with developmental disabilities face a serious risk of being sexually assaulted or abused. It is estimated that between 39 and 68% of female children and 16 and 30% of male children with developmental disabilities will be sexually abused before their 18th birthday.
Many of these incidents go unreported or ignored. It's as if the victims have no voice and no one is willing to listen.
Almost half of the perpetrators of sexual abuse against people with developmental disabilities are service providers.
These are supposed to be people they can trust. Therefore, the unethical behavior is perceived as friendly or appropriate by the victim.
Some caregivers don't have enough qualifications or experience to be taking care of people with developmental disabilities.
A lot of sexual abuse could have been prevented if people just knew the signs. These are possible warning signs of sexual abuse specifically for people with developmental disabilities.
Our main focus is to raise awareness for this innocent group of people. We want to be their voice. Their stories need to be told so that the prevention of sexual abuse can become their reality. Results from 874 surveys taken by managers, supervisors, and executives suggest that service providers lack basic knowledge about sexual abuse, including typical perpetrator characteristics and potential victims. Studies have proven that professionals who provide care for people with developmental disabilities are not well informed regarding sexual abuse in this population. This demonstrates that properly training staff and other caregivers provides the opportunity to help prevent these horrific occurrences. Without this basic knowledge, professionals providing care for people with developmental disabilities may fail to detect any such abuse, which leads to it going unreported, even though it's required by law to report any perceived or disclosed occurrences.
Many times, as a society, we're unaware of the people who need most of our love. I'm talking about the people with developmental disabilities, the ones who crave for love and attention.
People with developmental disabilities are more at risk often because they do not have privacy or have not received the appropriate sexuality education which addresses healthy sexual relationships. Sexually abused within developmentally disabled people may suffer with symptoms such as depression, nightmares, or seem fearful of a particular person.
As a group, we decided to volunteer in the Sir Thomas Center, located in Alsip. Martina and Lisa helped out by decorating the Halloween party. Joe and I were part of a Halloween activity, which consisted of making our own pumpkins as well as decorating them. It was a nice experience because it helped us realize that the people with developmental disabilities are the ones who need most of our love.
Symptoms you may look for while volunteering are such things as lack of privacy or staff without a positive attitude towards the patients. You can help make these living conditions better by either being available to talk in a relaxed manner on a regular basis, or even make sure a facility carefully screens staff before employment.